Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 45 of the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden NFL 21. Today the 6-7 Detroit Lions will go on the road to face the 8-5 San Francisco 49ers. Before we get there, we have our last little bit of in-season contract news, as Da'Shawn Hand is the last guy I really want to target during the season. He's an 81 overall, 25-year-old defensive end from Alabama. Plays more like a DT in a 4-3. As remember last year we were a D3-4 and he played a lot better last year. I do think he's been kind of the odd man out, but we are going to offer him a 3-year contract. The qualifying offer 3 years, 28 mil, and he does accept. So Da'Shawn Hand will be with the team for a future. I do think, even though he's had a down year, maybe next year we get him acclimated to more of his normal DT role. He could have a bigger impact. But back into the game action, the 8-5 San Francisco 49ers are the current 6th seed. I don't know why it doesn't show the 7th seed, but that sounds like Madden for you. But they have a lot to play for here, as they were just the 2 seed a couple weeks ago, and they play host to us, the 6-7 Detroit Lions, who are hanging on by a thread for our playoff chances. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Taking the field for the 49ers is Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo, 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's been serviceable, which with the defense like San Fran has, that's really all you ask for in a starting quarterback. He'll start off from his own 25-yard line in the shotgun. There's pressure up the middle, and he misfires for his receiver. So already San Francisco, they do not have the best offensive line, and Jimmy G felt the pressure on that one. But there's a nice 13-yard pass to the right side. Beautiful dime. Moves the chains. Now 1st and 10. He's going to fire right side again, and he has Raheem Mostert out there against Jeff Okudah, and he gets the best of him. Okudah's had a phenomenal season so far, so it's rare that he gives up a route like that to a running back. Now here's Mostert in the backfield, and he is swallowed up by the rookie Marvin Wilson, who's played a lot better in run defense recently. 2nd and 9, here's a pass across the middle. It's going to be converted for a 1st down as San Fran continues to drive. Now from the 34 of Detroit, handoff Mostert. He's going to be met by Jamie Collins, who's having a career year to say the least. After a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 in the I formation. It's a play fake, bootleg left. Garoppolo looks that way. He has a wide open receiver as Dante Pettis out to the 7 before being driven out of bounds. But it's now goal to go for San Francisco. They're going to look to throw for it here on 1st down. Garoppolo in the pocket, and he fires through the back of the end zone. Didn't have anybody open on that play. I'm going to go back to this I formation. You're going to see a lot of this today. Remember, they do have Kyle Juszczyk, so why not stay in the I? Well, that doesn't get anything, as that'll set up now 3rd and goal from the 6. Jimmy's going to pass for it. Wilson provides the pressure, and it should have been intercepted by Trufant. He drops the pick. So instead, San Francisco will kick the field goal, and they'll take 3 points to start this one. Here comes Detroit's offense. Matthew Stafford leads them out on the field. 21 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. He is the league leader in INTs, as he, I think, plays good for the most part. He just needs to limit those mistakes. He'll come up underneath center on his 1st down and 10. They're going to throw for it. Left side, there's Tyler Vaughns after a quick gain of 14. You're going to see that a lot today. You're going to see them throw left side, as Sherman and Mukwamu will mostly have the right side in the slot, and Detroit really wants to stay away from them. Another thing you'll see them try to do is establish the power run game, so expect to see a lot of Kerryon Johnson today. It's now a 2nd and 5. Stafford's going to take a deep shot left side, and Patterson hauls it in. Don't see that very often, but that's a 45-yard connection. Deep ball hasn't been friendly to Detroit this year, but now their goal to go after that pass. 1st and goal, handoff Johnson. He gains maybe about 4 down to the 5-yard line. Swift now checks into the game. He's going to take the handoff up the middle. He's tackled, but he falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And believe it or not, that is DeAndre Swift's 1st career rushing touchdown. And he does a split to celebrate. Swift took him almost 2 years, but he finally gets his 1st on the ground. That's his 6th overall. As you can see, he was tackled into the end zone, so good for DeAndre Swift. So now the Lions take a 7-3 lead after a pretty solid opening drive of their own, and Jimmy G is going to start off his drive by passing, and there is George Kittle across the middle for a 1st down. Kittle is arguably the best tight end in the league as they go right back to him. Why not? And he gets it into Detroit territory. 2nd and 3 now. Hand up the middle. Mostert's got a huge hole, and maybe there was a reason why there was a huge hole, as there is a flag down on the play. They're going to get illegal block in the back, so this one will come back, but technically it does net gain them about 2.5 yards as it happened way downfield. So nonetheless, 2nd and inches now. Garoppolo quick pass. Guess who? George Kittle. And he's got himself a first down again. Now out to the 37-yard line. Jimmy in the pistol. It's a stretch left to Mostert. He has a little bit of a lane. Runs through the arm tackle of Trufant before being brought down after a gain of 7. Kittle lines up in the slot. They're going to hand off to Mostert. This time he's swallowed up. Marvin Wilson there again, bringing him down. Marvin Wilson showing out so far in run defense this game as well. 3rd and 3, though, there's a handoff to Mostert. He does pick up the first down. So right when I applaud the run defense, they do give up the 3rd down run. So that'll move the chains, and Jimmy will throw for it here on 1st down, but there's a corner blitz, and he's going down in a hurry. Justin Coleman out of the slot beats the lineman to the punch, and he's got himself a sack. So now 2nd and 16, 49ers 3 wide tight end set, They're going to pass to one of those tight ends who gains 12. So the sack yardage and more has been erased, and it's now 3rd and 3. Jimmy going to throw for it, looks across the middle. He finds his man, but it's broken up. Nice hit by Jamie Collins as the receiver couldn't hold on to it. And San Fran will kick 3, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Detroit up 7-6. Now, it's Detroit's turn to start off the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10, however. Stafford's going to look across the middle, and he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tart. He was looking for Cordero Patterson, but instead he gets rewarded with interception number 19. Take a look at it again. He might have had him for a second, but Tart was all over that one. Recovered nicely. And that's a nice set of downs for San Francisco. I guess starting a set of downs, as there's a quick 6-yard run by Mostert. Tight end in motion right side. They're in the I formation. They're going to hand off to Mostert again, who's got carry number 9 already. He's got it close to a first down. 3rd and 1. They're going to stay in this exact same formation. It's another handoff Mostert, and he's got the first down again. Laken Tomlinson, however, is shaken up on the play, despite the fact that he is nodding his head. But nonetheless, new set of downs for San Francisco. Here is a pass to Mostert right side. There's a quick gain of 3. Getting involved both in the run and pass game. Now 3rd and 5 from the 15 underneath center. Garoppolo, he's going to throw for it. He's pressured, and he throws this one away. And San Fran will settle for another field goal. So they do take the lead 9-7, but they've had 3 trips, and they've come away with 3 field goals. So Detroit now still in this ball game. They're going to start with a handoff off the middle for Kerryon Johnson. Makes it now 2nd and 7. Stafford looking left side again for Patterson. He makes a nice grab. Goes down and gets that one. Picking on Reed again. So new set of downs for Detroit. Stafford looking left side again. Wide open on the stick pattern. There's Danny Amendola for his first catch of the day. And he rushes into San Francisco territory down to the 30. Stafford underneath center again. Handoff Johnson. Bounces off the tackle of Armstead. And Armstead is shaken up. Johnson ran through him that time, and he'll have to come off the field. Armstead would be okay. He will return shortly. Not before this 3rd and 3, where they're going to set up a screen for Swift. He's hit, breaks the tackle, but doesn't quite get to the first down. To the 22, he's about 2 yards short. And it'll be Detroit this time kicking the field goal. They go up 10-9. So both defenses bending but not breaking for the most part in this one, as there's a 1st and 10 throwaway for Jimmy. He's had a hard time getting into a rhythm this game. It's now 3rd and 8 from the pistol. He's going to have to throw for on this one. Pressure from Detroit. They brought plenty of pressure today. Mostert, though, wide open. Tracy Walker fell down in the secondary. And Mostert will move the chains. Now out to the 41-yard line is San Francisco. Quick pass on 1st and 10 to the man in the slot. There's Pettis again. He has about 7. 2nd and 3 back underneath center. This time they're going to go play action. Garoppolo looks right side. Had a man, but he threw it a little too late. Led him too far out of bounds. That's going to make it 3rd and 3 now. Now back to this 2 tight end I formation look. Naked bootleg check down. It's not going to work. Jeff Okudah comes down and knocks that one out. He's had a phenomenal sophomore year. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning after the San Francisco punt. Detroit up 10-9 still, but it's 3rd and inches as they need to convert here. And that one should have been picked off. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be holding on the offense, but instead of setting up a 4th and inches, San Francisco is actually going to accept. So they're going to make it 3rd and 10, knock them out of field goal range, but it gives Detroit another chance. It's on 3rd and 10, pressure sent for San Francisco, but there's a wide open Swift in the middle of the field. He got away from Fred Warner, and he will move the sticks and a lot more. Warner usually doesn't allow those kind of plays, but Swift with a nice move, moves the chains, and now on 1st and 10, Stafford, he's going to scramble for it. He has plenty of open grass in front of him, and he slides down, but not after a gain of 18. Stafford playing smart football down the stretch. Doesn't take any chances, is now on 1st and goal from the 9, handoff to Swift. He gains maybe 1. 5 carries, 2 yards for Swift so far today. Stafford going to throw for it here on 2nd down. James across the middle has it, but he's tackled short at 3. And after a Detroit timeout, they want to get the perfect play. Trips to Stafford's left. Stafford sends a blitz, but there's nobody home in the flats for Swift, and he has a receiving touchdown. Lions go up 17-9. San Fran completely sold out on that blitz. Nobody was right side besides DeAndre Swift, as you can see here. Kept his feet in bounds, thankfully, and is resulted with his 2nd score of the game. So that'll take us to the half. San Fran down 17-9. Detroit's offense looking very well, moving the ball very well here in the first half. Can they keep it up in the second half and upset San Francisco? Each week we get closer and closer to the playoffs as we are underneath the stadium with another Madden glitch. We'll start off in Seattle, where the Seahawks host the Bears, and they're up 14-10 at the half. Seattle, currently your NFC West leaders, as Wilson has 2 touchdowns to start his day. Now in Kansas City, the Las Vegas Raiders playing the Chiefs, and the Chiefs trying to get back to the playoffs. They are currently down 14-3 against Las Vegas. Mahomes, only 7 passes for 56 yards. And lastly, in an undisputed, or not an undisputed, but in a de facto playoff eliminator, the Rams are up 17-3 on the Vikings as 2 7-6 squads look for that elusive win number 8. But back to our action. 1st and 10, Lions start off with the football with a chance to even extend their lead by more, and Stafford's going to take off and slide down for a quick gain of 4. Trying to be smarter with the football, doesn't want to throw INT number 20. 2nd and 6 though, then that was almost right on cue. Interception number 20. Thankfully, that one was dropped. But now 3rd and 6. Stafford going to throw for it. Throws a deep right side. Single coverage. But Quintez Cephas can't bring that one in. And Detroit starts off with a 3-and-out punt. So now San Fran with the football. Here's a man wrapped up. That is Trey Flowers getting to Mostert in a hurry. Sets up now 2nd and 10. Handoff to Mostert again. And there's Marvin Wilson again. Nice run defense by Wilson. He's made plenty of nice plays in the run game. 3rd and 8, they're going to go with a draw to Mostert. Interesting call. He almost gets it. Thankfully, Nate Landman tackled him short, and San Francisco punts. So 2 punts to start off the second half, as Swift now gets the carry on 1st and 10. He's not going to go anywhere like he's done for most of this game. Now 3rd and 4, Detroit trying to spread out this defense. As Stafford's going to throw for it, he's going to take another deep shot, this time left side, and almost intercepted by the rangy free safety. Nice play to break on that ball. And now Detroit will punt again. So both defenses settling it down here in the second half. Mostert with a nice stretch run here gains about 6. As San Francisco tries to get the momentum going. Bunch look now on 2nd and 4. He's going to throw it to the left side. Checks it down, and there's Brandon Ayuk. Don't think he got the first down. They're not going to give it to him. 3rd and 1, a long developing play, but it works out for him. Interesting play call on 3rd and 1. Thought if they were just going to do a run, they would have just ran up the middle. But who am I to question them? They got the first down. Back to 2 tight ends. Handoff Mostert again. He's wrapped up by Christian Jones. Nice block shed by him to wrap him up, but not after a gain of 5. Garoppolo 2nd and 5. There's George Kittle again. Haven't called his name in a while. He moves it past midfield to the Detroit 44. And San Francisco might have a little bit of a drive going. But can they finish this drive? Well, here's a check down to Mostert. Nice defense by Jones and Okuda to stop him after a gain of 1. San Fran, they're going to go empty set here. 2nd and 9. Wide open across the middle. George Kittle. He's at the sticks. And they will give him the first down. New set of downs. Bootleg by Garoppolo. And he's got no chance on that fake. Christian Jones have a nice drive. Brings him down for the sack. I made it 2nd and 17. Now 3rd and 13. Garoppolo's got to throw for this one. Checks it down to Kittle again. And that'll be another field goal attempt for San Francisco. This one from 48 yards. Dustin Hopkins is your kicker from right hash. It's up, and it is good. It bounces off the uprights in. Very, very close call. Let's take another look at this one. Didn't really get a lot of leg on this one. Hits the upright, but fortunately for San Francisco, it does bounce in. So that'll cut this lead to 5. Detroit up 17-12. And with the football, is on 2nd and 9. Johnson stumbles over his own lineman and picks up 6. Now 3rd and 3. Blitz by San Francisco is picked up. Stafford, though, can't get it to Jesse James. And Detroit will punt the ball again. That's 3 straight punts for the Lions to start their second half, as they'll get it deep to Dante Pettis, who will get it out to about the 30-yard line. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. San Francisco starting off with the football. They're down by 5, but it seems like they're starting to get moving while Detroit is stalling. 2nd and 6 now. Trips to Garoppolo's left, but he throws across the middle, and he finds his man, Brandon Ayuk, down to the 36-yard line. And that was probably the biggest pass attempt so far of the day by Garoppolo. 1st and 10, check down across the middle again. Look who it is. It's Ayuk once more, and he fights forward to the 27. 2nd and 1, 2 tight ends back in the game. They're going to hand off. This time it's not Mostert. Mostert actually got hurt. It is Wilson Jr., and he'll have to take over for the rest of this one. Now on 1st and 10, Garoppolo backing up in the pocket. He's got pressure coming, and he's going to get rid of it, and it's actually caught left side. Deebo Samuel with the catch, and there is also a flag down. They're going to get roughing the passer on Romeo Okwara. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, as it results in a 2-yard penalty. But 1st and goal now from the 2 of San Francisco with the best chance to punch it in. They're going to go to Kyle Juszczyk, and he gets them about halfway there. 2nd goal back in another goal line. Look, here's Juszczyk again. This time he's going backwards for 2. Deshaun Hand gets in there, providing good run defense. 3rd and goal, handoff this time to Wilson. He doesn't get in as well. Jelani Tavai gets there. And what a goal line stop by Detroit, but they are going to go for it. Detroit comes out in a heavy look, but they're going to call timeout. They didn't like something on defense. So now here we go. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to throw for it here. Pressure is coming, but it gets it off in time. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is Deebo Samuel, the 3rd-year man out of South Carolina, with the score. And for the first time since it's 9-7, San Francisco has a lead. They're going to go for 2 to make it a field goal game. They do connect, as there is Dante Pettis in the flats for 2 points. And now San Francisco has a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Can Detroit get anything going here on offense? Stafford on 1st and 10 misses Jesse James, who had a step on Richard Sherman. Now it's Matthew Stafford who can't get into a set of rhythm. 2nd and 10, Stafford in the pocket. He's going to step up. Nice vision to get away, but he loses the football. It's picked up by Richard Sherman, and San Francisco has the football. Huge turnover by Stafford, his 5th fumble of the season. And now San Francisco with all the momentum in Detroit territory. 2nd and 11. There's a handoff. It's not going anywhere. Okudah with a nice fill. Now 3rd and 10 for San Francisco. They're going to throw for it. Garoppolo in the pocket. Staying in there a long time. He's hit from behind. He fumbles the football. It's bouncing around, and Detroit has it. Marvin Wilson picks it up, and they get the football right back. What a play by Christian Jones. Fights around the edge, hits Garoppolo from his backside. Never saw him coming. Forces the forced fumble. Christian Jones is having himself a nice game. So now Detroit Lions with another chance with the football. Here's a screen from Swift, and he races forward, picks up the 1st down. And they are inside San Francisco's territory. 7 minutes to go. Play fake by Stafford. He steps up to his right. He's going to take off with it, pick up the 1st down, and get out of bounds. He's got 4 rushes for 36 yards today. 1st and 10, bunch to Stafford's right. They're going to pass forward. Pressure coming from San Francisco, and it gets home. D. Ford with the sack. That's the kind of depth San Francisco has. D. Ford comes off the bench and gets a sack. So now it's 2nd and 20. Stafford in the pocket. He's getting sandwiched again, and he loses the football. Thankfully, it's picked up, but there is Nick Bosa with the sack. Just too much San Francisco pass rush. It's 3rd and 31. Bosa's also in the zone. Stafford's just going to take a shot one-on-one left side, and Williams does come away with it, but he is out of bounds. So Detroit will punt the football. They need a stop as there's 5 minutes to go. And Fox has a beautiful punt. Nice inside the 5. It's down at the 3. So Detroit, they need a stop here, and they need the football back. 1st and 10 in the shadow of their own end zone. Here's a handoff, and there's a nice vision cut by Wilson. He gets them out of their own end zone shadow. 2nd and 5. Here's Kyle Juszczyk in the shotgun. He gets the handoff, and he breaks a tackle and has the first down. Huge run by Kyle Juszczyk. That's why he's arguably the best fullback in the league. 2nd and 6 now. Clock is running. Garoppolo is actually going to throw for this one. He has Kittle left side, and he gets close to the sticks. Don't think he quite got there. But Detroit, they need a stop here. 3rd and inches, and they don't get it. Wilson has enough space for 3 up the middle. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Detroit, remember, they only have 2 timeouts. So a first down ends it. As best case scenario, they get the ball back with about a minute. 1st and 10, a handoff. Juszczyk powers forward for a gain of 7. There's timeout number 2. 2nd and 3. 3 tight ends for San Francisco. They hand it off, and there's a first down, and that'll do it. So Okudah wraps them up at the 39. But San Francisco is your victors in this one. Final score, 49ers 20. Detroit Lions 17. San Francisco moves to 9-5, trying to keep pace in the very competitive NFC. The Detroit Lions, their playoff chances are all but eliminated as they fall to 6-8. Stafford threw an interception again. He did have a touchdown pass to Swift, but overall just fell apart in the second half. Could not move the football. Defense played pretty well for the most part today. Can't really blame them as they did a good job in run defense. Garoppolo took a while to get in his mojo, but we just completely stalled in the second half. No second half points allowed San Francisco to get back in this one. But let's see what happened elsewhere in Week 15, as a lot of other teams still have a chance at the playoffs, even though we may not. Bills, you see, beat the Patriots. They are the best team in the league by far. They've only lost once this year. But let's look at 3 games that could have an implication on the playoffs, starting with this one in Duval County. Tennessee, they win 20-17 in Jacksonville. Tannehill, the MVP frontrunner, threw for 325 yards. Fields did have 2 touchdowns, however. And this game has big implications on the AFC South, which is now just a jumbled mess. We'll see standings after we take a look at these games in the playoff picture. But the South is anybody's ballgame. Second game we'll take a look at is the Cleveland Browns. They beat the Chargers 17-14, and ever since we beat the Browns, they've rattled off 5 straight victories. They were 4-5. Now they sit at 9-5 and are back in the playoffs. Browns are your defending AFC champions, and they would love to get back to the Super Bowl again, and are playing some of the best football, not named the Buffalo Bills, in the AFC, as they are clicking on all cylinders, beating the Chargers here at home. And lastly, we'll take a look at that playoff eliminator in Minnesota. Remember, they were down 17-3 at the half. Well, they come back and win. Kirk Cousins, 184 and a touchdown. Both quarterbacks played about the same, but Minnesota picks up the victory. They move to 8-6, while the Rams, they fall down to 7-7 and now have a very uphill climb, and they need a lot of help to make the playoffs. But the Vikings, they now sit in a wild card spot thanks to this win. Plenty of sacks to go around on both sides of the football as defense is dominated. And Aaron Donald's putting together a historic season. Players of the week, though, 2 Dallas players get it. Oh, in case we didn't check, Ezekiel Elliott, he ran for 246 and 3 touchdowns. Vander Esch had a sack and interception. Clinton Dix had an interception of his own in the AFC. And Pat Mahomes just threw for 4 touchdowns doing Pat Mahomes things. Here's a look at how the playoff picture unfolds. And on the NFC, there's a little bit of a different look. The Seattle Seahawks have the number 1 seed. And plenty of interesting matchups on that side. And we're going to take a look at the standings, but I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. Every division leader in the NFC is 9-5. That's crazy. Those standings could change in a heartbeat. Here's a look at the standings, however, in the AFC. The Browns have fought their way back to first place in the North. Here's the jumbled South, 3 7-7 teams and a 6-8 team. Bills dominating in the East. The West, the Chiefs have clinched their division, so they will come back to the playoffs. And like I said in the NFC, every team is 9-5. That leaves Even Washington's 9-5 and San Francisco's 9-5. So 6 9-5 teams in the NFC. In terms of the wild card in the AFC, it looks like 7-7 is there, and the Vikings sit at 8-6, and they are the last team in the NFC. Kenny Golladay could return from injury, but since we're eliminated from the playoffs, really, we might as well give Tyler Vaughn those extra snaps. And next week, we'll be on the road again for our 3rd straight road game to face the Green Bay Packers. Actually, our 4th straight road game. And if you remember earlier this season at home, we did lose 31-26, gave up another 4th quarter lead. So hopefully that doesn't become a common trend here as we go forward. As you can see the stats from this one. Couple of touchdowns across the board. Tyler Vaughn's had a big game, and we hope he can have another big game for us. Defensively, Nate Landman lead everybody in tackles. This was really the first game, I think, where Nate Landman got a chance to shine. And ever since then, he's kind of stepped up into that nickel role. But hopefully we can play spoiler to the Green Bay Packers next episode. But we sit at 6-8. Our season is kind of coming down. And hopefully we can see some bright spots. But that's going to do it for us in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. You guys have been awesome in the support recently, and I can't thank you enough. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.